What's up, everybody? That is a lot of resin and it's only half the model. Welcome to Repairing Apollo Part 1 of really only going to be a two-part little video thing here. So we're going to be fixing a god machine of Mars, a Mars pattern Warhound Titan, which is a Scout Titan. Now, I bought this model from Forge World like 9 years ago at least, if not more, and at the time, really, I don't even think the Reaver Titan was out yet. And I really want a Titan. I got my first full-time job a little bit before purchasing this thing, and I wanted to kind of celebrate, so I bought a Warhound Titan because I've always wanted one. Who doesn't like a giant robot? Anyway, or a giant mech. So yeah, anyways, it's pretty massive. As you can see down here, here is a standard Space Marine for scale, not Primaris, but still. It barely comes up above the foot, and the leg plate is taller than the whole Space Marine. So it is a big model, and we don't even have the torso on it. So, big guy. Anyways, this is just assessing the damage, kind of rambling on a little bit about Apollo here. Definitely a model you want to invest time in fixing and keeping up and running. I've only used this thing maybe a couple of times total. Really, I haven't busted it out much, partly because it has a whole big box just to carry itself in, and even though it is put together and pinned, the one thing I did find out upon having Apollo is that yeah, he's big, he's resin, he's pinned, but he just feels not so much fragile, but you definitely have a little bit of trepidation putting him on the battlefield and moving him around. Also, most of the games I played are standard 4x6 tables, of which he dominates a whole sector of the table just standing there by himself. Doesn't really have to move to basically fire and everything in the table, so it's not the most fun thing for people and even for me to deal with because, he can see basically everything, so he's going to blame your guys in that sector of the table, and the rest of my army is going to blame the guys over there. So, anyways, tangents. But with that said, it's not a model you're going to just throw away because it's broken. And it's very fixable. Now, I did pin all the toes, and really it's just 3 toes that are broken and the leg armor. 1 toe from this foot, and then 2 toes from this foot here. Now, as you can see here, these 2 are basically the same type of toe, and you can see that they're broken in different places. Now, they're pinned. The joint here is pinned, and the part where it connects to the foot is also pinned. So it's actually a pretty easy fix to just re-glue it and repair it. It also shows you how many pieces it takes just to make a toe. The piston is 2 pieces, and then there's another piece. So this piece is separate from this piece, which is separate from this piece, the 2 pieces there. So it's like, there's also little pistons there that glue in. It's probably 6 or 7 pieces just for a toe. If this was plastic, it would be a lot sturdier. So that's why I'm always hoping for a Warhound Titan in plastic in the future. But anyways, this is the obviously broken off stuff that needs to be fixed. One thing I will share is you can see it kind of wobbles a bit on the joint, especially down here. That was glued. The glue has since given way. It's 9-year-old super glue. This model has been in 3 states and in a storage unit for a year. The fact that this is all that's wrong with it is a blessing. I'm not going to mess with this. The model holds itself up just fine. I've had it fully built, or fully assembled, I should say, sitting up. And there is no give or problem with it standing. It stands securely just fine. So I'm not going to mess with that. If this starts becoming a problem where it just slides off and flops off constantly, you just put a little glue and slide it together and hold it, and then it's fine again. But I just wanted to share that because it is only this stuff that's actually broken, but we're basically relying on an interference fit here. And it's kind of a testament to how the model goes together from Forge World that it's holding itself up with just an interference fit on some of the joints. I wouldn't do this if you're building a Titan. Definitely secure it, glue it, pose it carefully, and glue it in the way you want it to stand, whether it's on a base or freestanding like this. So yeah, anyways, I have a super glue bottle somewhere. I have to find it and hope it's not dried up. Not hard to get super glue, I just didn't think to go out and get it when I was last out. And that's what's going to slow down the process of repairing Apollo. Is I need the super glue. It's resin. It needs super glue. So yeah, that's really all that's damaged on Apollo. When I first was looking at him in the bag and I saw pieces kind of strewn about the bag, I expected more damage than this. Really, it's just the toes and the leg armor. So with that said, a couple of things of note. Yes, it's very bland on this leg armor here. I know that. I haven't really decided on a symbol I want to use for this Titan. That's why it's always been blank. I've give it thought here and there. I just haven't settled on anything yet. But once I do, rest assured, it'll get some symbols. Also, on this part of the scroll work, is a number. On the other side, it says Apollo. So this is the number 1230. I think they still do this with Titans. You get a little paper decreeing its issuance and its issued number. So this is number 1230. I think that relates to how many castings they've done or how many models they've built and sold. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's what it was, the urban myth back in the day. And it makes sense. You're not going to just make a bunch of these and throw them in stock somewhere. They probably kind of semi-built to order. Or they build a few, and then once the 2 or 3 they build, once they sell one of them, then they replenish it. I don't know. But this is number 1230. So I wanted to incorporate that on its plate here, and that's why it's there. Anyways, that's that. So in the next video for this guy is going to be fully assembled, because it'll be fully repaired, assembled, and I'll let you know anything I encountered along the way that was unexpected outside of potential touch-up painting, and I'll let you know if I had to do any of that as well. So that's that. Thanks for sticking through it. Apollo will rise again, and we'll see him in part 2 whenever that is. So until next time, leave your questions, requests, and other comments in the comment section. If it's a Q&A style question, check out the community tab to leave your Q&A question there. Anyway, that's it. Thanks very much for sticking through it. Take it easy.